Today, I'm excited to introduce to you a fantastic tool that will make staying connected with your Trinity community easier than ever, the Church Center app. So with Church Center, you'll be able to view and register for events, check in your kids through your phone, communicate with your small group members, submit prayer requests, watch sermons, and so much more, all from your smartphone. Now, for those of you that don't have a smartphone, or you aren't a fan of apps, don't worry. All of the features I'm about to mention are available for you in the same format via the web, and I'll show you how to access that at the end of this video. So first off, if you have our old Church Center app on your phone, you can just go ahead and delete that because we won't be updating that starting in September of 2024. Now what you're going to do to download the app, you're going to click on your phone's app store, search for the Church Center app. And you're going to want to look for this little blue church thing right here. If this is your first time downloading the app, it's probably going to say like the word get. For me, I've downloaded it before, so I'm just going to go ahead and click this here. And once that's downloaded, you're going to go ahead and click open, click get started, and it's going to try to locate our church. Go ahead and click on Trinity Bible Church, and you're going to click log in. Now when you go to log in, you're going to want to either use your phone number or email that you have on file at the church. So I'm going to go ahead and enter in my phone number there, and when I do that, it's going to send me a 6-digit code. Plug in that code here and hit next. Now I'm going to log in as myself. Now, if you don't have any contact information here at the church, or if it's getting stuck and not letting you log in, please go ahead and contact the church office and we'll help you get started there. So go ahead and click log in as your name. And this is a real cool feature. Click Enable Face ID. Don't have to do this, but I love this feature if your phone has it. And I'm going to go ahead and select notifications. You can choose to do that or not. You can update those settings on your phone. There are also some options to update notification settings in your profile. All right, now you are on the Church Center app homepage. We'll do a little tour here. So first thing I want to point out is the Discover Your Next Steps tab on the top left here. So if you are newer to Trinity, or maybe you have been wondering what are some ways that I could get more plugged in, or maybe you've been wondering what are my next steps in my walk with Jesus, go ahead and click on that tab sometime and kind of read through some of the different information and steps that we recommend, or you could certainly sign up with the Next Steps class. So lots of good information here. Highly encourage checking that out. Some other things that you are going to find on the app that are very similar to what we had on our old app is that we do have our digital sermon guide, which is great that you can plug in the fill in the blank questions. If you don't know the answer, it will give you the answer. And then small group questions are also located in that sermon guide. And then a real cool feature is you can email yourself the notes, so then you never have to lose your small group notes. You can watch sermons online. You have access to a digital Bible here. We also have a prayer request icon here, bottom left of your screen. So when you click on that, it pulls up a form where you can plug in how we can be praying for you, and then you can choose to send that to staff only, or if you want that to be church-wide. Another feature to show you is our church directory. If you are a member or a regular attender of Trinity, you should have gotten an email from us inviting you to join our new directory. So this new directory it's an opt-in only directory. So you must accept that email invitation in order to be in our church directory. So if you don't have an email on file, or you didn't receive an email invitation, or maybe you're like, I deleted that email because I thought it was spam, please contact the church office and we will help you out with that. Some great things about the directory. First off, just seeing all these beautiful profiles. You're going to see a lot of staff in here because we haven't had any people from the congregation been added to this just yet. But over the next couple days, you're going to start to see more faces here. But some of the great things about the directory is that you can control what you want people to see. So to do this, click on your profile on the top right of the screen here. Click on your name and then click on directory profile. And you'll see these little green icons next to your information as well as anybody who is in your household. You can click on and off of whether or not you want to include that information in your profile or your kid's profile. And then you can hit update. If you want to update the photos, it is in a slightly different place. You can go ahead and click on household right here. And then on each of the different members of your households, you can click on their profile right there. And then in addition to updating their contact information, you can update the profile on the directory as well. So you can take a photo or you can choose a photo from the library. I'm going to go ahead and allow full access. Oh, there are some great pictures of my daughter right there. Don't worry, I will change that photo back when she's like 14 or something like that. Another thing that I love, I'm going to pick on Caroline here, is that if I'm wanting to see where her address is here and I'm going to her house, for example, I can click on her address and it will open that up for me in Maps. If I want to send her a text message, it's going to give me that prompt to text, call. So that's a pretty sweet part of the directory. For anyone who is in a small group, I have a feature that I think you are going to absolutely love that brings anything involving your small group brought to one place, and that is with our Groups tab. You can click on the Groups button, and then if you are in a small group, you would click on that small group. Now, if you don't see a small group there, either it means you're not in a small group, or maybe you're going, wait a minute, I am in a small group. Just contact the church office and we can make sure to have your group show up there. So when you can go ahead and click on your small group, my favorite feature is this chat feature. So if you've ever been in a small group where you've had a new person join and you have to start a new group chat. I don't know how many times we've started new group chats in our small group and inevitably we leave somebody off and then someone sends a future message and a person's like, I didn't get that. And it's like, oh, I forgot to include you in the group text. In this messaging program, everybody who is in your small group is going to be in that small group communication. So you are good to go. And then you can also have different chats available as well. So maybe you want a ladies only chat or you want a men's only chat. You can do that. You can silence the notifications. So like on the men's only chat that we've created, I've muted those so I don't see those, but I only see the ladies chat there. Another feature that I really like about the small group section here is that you can click and see everybody who is a member in your group. And when you click on their profile, it will show you their phone number, address, or maybe you want to send an email to your entire small group. You can do that right here within the app. Another feature that's really great is this resource tab here. So maybe your small group leader found a link to an article that you really want to share. You can go ahead and add that right into your group. That's great because sometimes like in group text, again, you send that link and then it just gets buried. All the resources are going to be housed on this resource page. Another cool thing is the events tab here. Your small group leader can plug in all the different dates that your small group is meeting, as well as maybe you have a special event. You're going to have a picnic coming up or something like that. You as a group member can click on the different dates and you can go ahead and respond whether you can make it or cannot make it, which is going to be really helpful for your small group leader. Maybe they're trying to figure out how many kids to have for childcare, so you can go ahead and plug in all of that information. Maybe your small group, you only meet at one person's house the first Sunday of the month, but then the last Sunday of the month you meet at another person's house. You can go ahead and put the different locations. So our small group meets at the church here, but you can certainly put in whatever location that you're meeting at. You can add in a note section here, like Trina is signed up to bring snacks today. Another feature I really like is this action tab on the top right here. So you can subscribe to the group calendar. So if you have a Google Calendar or Outlook or whatever you use as a calendar, you can go ahead and click that subscribe to group calendar, and it's automatically going to sync with your personal calendar. This next feature is for my parents out there. You guys are going to love this. You can pre-check in your kids on your phone before you come to Treehouse or Awana. All you need to do is click on the kids check-in button when you're on your way, you're in the car, or you're walking into the building, and it's going to pull up the different check-in options. So in this example, I'm checking into Treehouse Kids on a Sunday morning, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the kids that I am checking in. And there I have this great QR code. And so what I'm going to do with that QR code is I'll go to any of the iPads at the check-in station, and I'll hover that over the iPad camera, and it's going to go ahead and send me a confirmation. It'll print my labels for me, and it will send me this nice little parent code. And the great thing about this code is that you can't lose it. Now, the last thing I want to show you about is the profile section at the top right of your screen. Remember, that was also the place where you got to update your photo and contact information, but there's some other really cool things in this profile section as well. For those of you that are serving at Trinity, really cool feature is that when you are requested to serve, you will receive an app notification letting you know you've been requested to serve, and you can go in and hit accept or decline for that particular time. But then you can also send a message to your team leader or add in blockout times as well. So that's a really cool feature that you can see all of your scheduling, your upcoming scheduling, all within your profile. Another great feature under your profile is you can scroll down and see your My Giving. So you can see your donation history. You can make adjustments to what your reoccurring donation payments are. You can update your payment methods. You can also see your pledge amounts. So for like the Everyone Everyday campaign, you can see that information in there. And you also have access to your giving statements right there on your phone. I want to show you how to update your preferences in Church Center. To me, the best way to maximize what Church Center can do for you is to make sure you are receiving notifications. Decision is up to you. So if you want to receive notifications, you're going to click on that profile on the top right of your screen and click on your name. And when you scroll down, you'll see the notification tab. In here, if you are on a serving team, you can click on Team and Schedule. And you can see, do I want to receive all messages from my team leader here and receive notifications? Do I want to receive when I've been scheduled to serve? Or do I want to receive reminders? So you can turn that on, off, whatever your preference. And then for giving statements, you don't receive a notification for giving statement. Those are emailed to you, but you can update that preference in here. And then last would be your small group. If you're in a small group, click on your small group and you can update what type of activity you want. If you want to update seeing chats, new resources posted by your small group leader, event reminders, that sort of thing, you can turn those on and off in here. Maybe you are wanting to silence some messages in your group. So you've set that notification to say you want to receive all messages in groups, but maybe there is a specific chat in your group that you don't want to be receiving notifications for. So you can go ahead and click on that particular message. So maybe I don't want to be a part of the men's only group. I clicked on the men only and then click on this little drop down at the top of the screen. And then you can select mute, unmute for that in there. So as we wrap up, I just want to jump back to what I said at the beginning of this video, that if you don't have a smartphone or you don't like to use app, all of the features that I mentioned in this video are available via the web. To do this, you'll just go to our website, cedarfallstrinity.org, scroll down to the bottom of your screen, and click on the Church Center app found in the footer. And you'll see here, you'll have all the features and the similar layout to what we have in the app. So if you have any questions or you need assistance with the church app, please don't hesitate to reach out. Feel free to come into the office during the week, and I would be happy to walk through the app with you.